Hello one, hello all, welcome back to another video. This time we're going to be doing a little, after a couple months, review of the Veto Pro Pack Tech Pack. This is the big boy, the biggest one that they have, and she's a beast. I would say definitely make sure you do your research, make sure that this is definitely the bag you want to go with. They have multiple sizes. So if you don't need all the space that this has, you can get the same form factor, but way smaller, way smaller. But this works for me, and it has been working for me up until really recently, where I wanted to, lighten up on my back because it's just not, it doesn't get any easier. So yeah, I guess let's start on the outside and then make our way inside, and I'll give you guys what I feel like is my final loadout for this thing, how I keep everything in here. So yeah, on this side we have, of course, straps. This is just some cheap eyeglass holder that I keep my safeties in, because if you ever scratched the hell out of your safeties and then had to wear them, you know how crazy and annoying that is. So that's just an easy, cheap way to keep them, scratch-free, at least while you're not using them. So I've got that there on a little carabiner, cheap, carabiner I bought. My traditional 16-foot magnetic wide tape measure from Milwaukee. My tried and true daily, if I'm being honest with you. We also have a white Milwaukee marker and a Pica pencil on this side. On the front, I don't have anything down here. I do have, I think there's something in here. In the small pocket in the front, I have a baby rigid cutter, because you never know. Especially doing new construction plumbing, both residential and commercial, you never know. On the pocket down here, I just have, I think it's just a couple of business cards, if I'm right. Yeah, it's just a couple business cards. Just in case, you never know. Might run into somebody on the job who needs one. On this side, oh, did I just hit the camera? I think I did. On this side, I have one of Veto's smaller organizer bags. I'll go through that in a second. I also have a Coast flashlight here, right? Yeah, Coast. Another tape chain with Raven tape on it. I got a couple other utensils here. I have a deburring tool from Milwaukee here and a hole punch, because you never know. And then in the bag is where I keep a decent assortment of different bits and stuff like that. I've got drill bits, paddle bits in here. Bits for sprinkler heads. I've got no-hub bits in here. Yeah, all types of stuff. Just all the random bits can, they get thrown in there. That way they're all together and just there. So yeah, that's the outside of the bag. If we go, I guess, to the front first, right? That's what everybody wants to see. They always want to see the front first. Sorry, just had to double check, make sure the camera was good. Bang. Right? So, let me move this back. Sorry, I grabbed the camera again. There we go. So, here is where I feel like my loadout is, and where I'm probably going to end up keeping it for as long as I have the bag running and going. So, up top, I know I've got a lot of screwdrivers, but I like to have independent screwdrivers. This one, in all honesty, can get taken out. It doesn't really serve a purpose. But I have dedicated chisel drivers from Wera, Flathead, and Phillips. Sorry. Jesus. In the smaller pocket here, I have a PB Swiss multi-driver. Or mini stubby screwdriver with all the bits in it, or all the bits were in it. Over here we have another PB Swiss. This is the ratcheting one though. If I'm right, yeah. This is a really nice tool if you guys, if you're ever looking for something to start from PB Swiss, start with this. This thing is amazing, in all due honesty. You ever want to save space, just have one screwdriver. That's it right there, to be honest with you. I have an extension here, which should probably be out there. So I'm going to take that out. I've got Wear a Joker here. I've got multiple of them in the bag. The other one is here, I think. Yeah. So I'll take it out with it. But Wear a Jokers, and then a ratcheting, Jesus Christ. I can't remember anything right now. Wrench. A ratcheting wrench. There you go. 7/16. This does the Kendolf clamps for our copper, so that's why I have this specifically. And I want to get a 9/16 one for the 3/8 rod and stuff that we use, because that'll just go right over that. Anytime I'm doing that stuff. Oh, look at that. New loadout. Then I have a pair of Kinepex pliers wrenches. These are the 180s, the 7 1/4s with the comfort grips. I've got 7 1/4 Cobras. I've got 10-inch Cobras here with the comfort grip on them. I've had these for a while, a long time. I usually keep the 12 there, but I have it in another bag. Here I have the 10-inch pair of pliers wrenches. Love that thing. I want to get a pair of 12-inch too. I have the twin grips here. You never know when you need these. And these don't get a lot of use, if I'm being honest with you. But the use that they do get is very warranted. And when you need this tool, you need it. And when you don't need it, you definitely don't need it. You know? It's one of those things. I've got that there. And I've got this snap ring plier here. This is for what's on the other side of the bag. I'll show you in a second. Keep those in there. Here we have a small Stabila level. This is probably my favorite level I've ever owned. I use that thing more than I use the bigger one over there too. You got a cutter and a little pocket here. Form a gasket just in case. And a brush just in case. Back to over here. I've got an SAE set and a metric set of Allen keys from Wera. Best Allen keys I've ever owned. They bite into everything. Everything. I got my 10-inch Stabila level here. This thing has been working like a charm for me. I love this thing. I love all the Stabila's levels, if I'm being honest with you. I have the rigid tool to tighten no-hub couplings with. And basically what this does is it's preloaded to like 50 foot-pounds, I think it is. And that's the specs that they want the no-hub couplings tightened to, at least in New York City. You know, and they're very on that. So they want to see you with these on job sites. So almost every bag you see of mine will have this or some variation of this. Right? This can go back in there. I have a pair of Milwaukee snips here. And then this pair of Crescent, what are they called? I guess adjustable. It's an adjustable. But just in case you ever need to have something solid to hold with, it's always there. Doesn't get a lot of use, but when you need it, you need it. This can go back in there. And I think that completes the front of the bag. Yeah, I went through everything, all the levels and stuff. Honestly, this thing has so much storage potential. Okay, like that's a lot of tools just to be holding on this side, and I don't carry any other tools on the other side. So if you wanted to, you could double load it with tools, with hand tools at least, and you could get a lot of stuff in here, man. So yeah, let's get rid of that. Sorry. let's close this up. Put this in the bag it actually belongs in, right? And then let's go to the back. Let me see. Yeah, that's a good angle, right? So on the tech pack, you gotta undo the clips here, and then you get to unzip the bag. I have this here, the hook. I don't ever really use it just because I almost always have the back open. So in that case, I can't really use it. Now, as soon as I open this, all the stuff's gonna kind of fall, but let's see. Oh, it's okay. So in here, magnetic trays, Pittsburgh. This is another Amazon brand here, Grip. But these things, if you don't own some amount of magnetic trays, get yourself one. Just get one, and then come back in a couple of weeks and tell me how much you love it and how many more you're gonna go buy, because you can never have enough of these if you work in the trades. I'm just being honest with you. And it doesn't have to be a great brand either. You see, these are Pittsburgh, straight from Harbor Freight. This was like $3, I believe. So I've got those in there. I've got my torch head in here. Usually I'll keep a thing of propane in here as well. But I have my torch in here. This is a turbo torch. The one that starts itself. Very nice. Love this thing. I also keep the copper cutter in here. Well, first let's start with the impact driver. All right, you can keep a whole impact driver in there. I usually run my copper cutter because this, if I'm taking the bag, usually it involves some type of copper. Then I have the 2-inch Rigid deburring tool. These things are amazing. If you don't own these from Rigid, you should definitely look into them. They have one that does up to 1.25 inches, and then they have this one that's up into 2-inch. I have the 1.25 inch one in one of the other bags, but this thing, bro, a beast. A beast. This thing takes care of everything, bro. And if you don't gotta work it too hard either for it to do its job. That's the really nice part. Now in here, this is what the snap ring pliers were for. So if I come over here, take this out. These are to clean copper. So this does like 1 inch, I think, right? Yeah, this is the 1-inch pair. This goes into your drill chuck, and you just tighten it on there. And then this, you can literally just stick it on the end of copper pipes and clean the end of them for when you got to do soldering. It's amazing. If you do plumbing to any capacity and you solder and you don't own any variation of these, whether it's Amazon or a name brand, you're missing out. If you're still sitting there with the Scotch-Brite pad and trying to, shine it up like it's 1920, you're gonna be there a while. You throw this in the drill, you throw it over that pipe, 2-3 seconds later, that, bro, clean. So yeah, I definitely cannot recommend these enough for you guys. If you haven't used these, definitely do so. But I have a 1-inch pair and then a 1/2-inch pair in there. And I want to get the 3/4. I probably should have just bought the whole set, if I'm being honest with you. But, I wanted to try it out before I sat there and committed all the money that it would take to get the triple set. But, yeah, besides that, that's not what we're here for. As you see, you can fit a lot of stuff with the bulk panel in the back. A lot of stuff. Like, if you wanted to load a drill in there, you could, But like I said, most of the time I'm running my copper cutter, my deburring tool, those two beasts, an impact driver of some sort, because you always need one. Gotta have your magnetic trays, and my torch again. So yeah, that's the back of my tech pack, Veto tech pack. And yeah, After a couple months of working, she's been working really well. She's, you know, showing no signs really of how much work she's actually doing. Excuse me, sorry. But yeah, I thought you guys would like to see a little review on it. And I also wanted to show it off because if you're on the edge about getting this bag or any of Vito's bags, in all due honesty, you shouldn't be. This thing right here is a beast, all right? And look. Prime example, I wasn't paying attention one day, and I had the torch full heat fall into the strap here. And I don't know if you can see that very well, but it burned the strap. But you would think it burned through. But this goes to show the quality of Veto's products. It barely touched the top. It barely got through the top and just seared the top together. It's nowhere near going through. And it's still solid as day. There's nothing wrong with that bag, bro. And I throw it around. I don't treat it very nicely, as you can see. It was dirtier, but I kind of cleaned it up, you know, for it to be in the video. So yeah. That was my little couple month review on the Veto Pro Pack Tech Pack. If you guys have any questions, be sure to hit the comments, like it up, sub if you guys really enjoy. And if you see anything in these videos that you guys have questions on or would like a review on or anything like that, or yeah, man, let me know. That's what the comments are for. That's what we're here for, man, to talk. So yeah, until next time, it's been nice. Peace.